Gaynor.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
So I'm introducing it today because I love movies, so it's just...
This is your choice, isn't it?
My sort of thing.
This is your
Sophie's
choice.
recommendation.
Yes. So we're going to review a movie that is actually been released today, called Knock at the Cabin.
Today?
Knock at the Cabin.
Today
Yes.
came
Coming
out.
out
That
today.
day, if it's nice, I might go to cinema tonight.
Yes. So are you into films at all?
No,
I am into them, but I just never seem to watch them.
I never
Yeah.
watch films at all. I don't think I've
And
seen a film in years.
We can't decide on the same
No,
things.
we have very different genres of movies we like.
Yes, yeah.
So it's kind of like Gaynor does.
I like
if I go,
romance.
and she watches the movies. When I go to the football, Gaynor will watch the movies and sort of
Yeah.
catch up on your movie sort of things
Yeah.
there. And we
Bridget Jones.
I don't
sometimes
like-
watch stuff together.
Yeah.
We like suspense films together, don't we? And things like that.
yeah.
Sort
Well,
of
you might like
suspense
this then, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Kate
is it?
Winslet.
I like
anything,
Cape Fear type
yeah,
thing.
I like anything that keeps me on the edge of my seat.
Yes, okay.
I don't
Well,
like horror because I don't believe in it. Zombies.
What if it's based on a true story?
Oh, I love that.
It
Yeah.
won't be zombies then, will it? If it's based on a true story.
I know.
Well, according to Sophie, we're all going to get some sort of fungus and die.
Yeah, from this new show, The Last of Us.
Yeah.
I played that.
But we'll see anyway. Okay,
Yeah,
are we
okay.
ready?
So,
We
do
are.
you know anything about this first, Soph? Knock at the Cabin Door, who's in it?
It sounds like a horror film, doesn't it?
I think Rupert Friend is in it. You know, Ron Weasley of Harry Potter.
Okay.
I
No.
think.
Yeah, got the ginger one.
Yes.
Never
the
seen Harry
red-haired
Potter.
guy off
The only
there.
ginger one I know is Dave.
He's definitely
I
not
think
in
he's
it.
in Harry Potter.
Don't know anything about it though, but I know it. I think it's a thriller. Yeah. Looks
Thriller?
interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
love a good thriller. Well, let's see.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm up
ready?
for it.
go for it. Somewhere you'd like to live, that
There
game.
it is.
That is
Are we gonna sing along?
Yes, of course!
Yeah!
Seems like every horror film has like the same setup.
I agree
In
with
the
you.
middle of the
It's not-
woods.
In the
not
middle of the
horror.
woods, a cabin in the middle of the woods, with a
We
little
stayed-
lake like that in the
And
background so you can drown.
You didn't
Yeah.
come to that lake house we went to, did you?
No.
It was
No.
Declan that came, wasn't it?
When we
yeah.
arrived outside in like pine cones, what was it called that they set?
Do you know them stars they have? What do they call like a satanic star type
Oh,
thing?
yeah,
What
yeah,
do you call
yeah,
them?
yeah. So-
What, like on the ground?
Yeah, someone made it out of
Yes.
stones in the ground. It was proper
No,
spooky.
it wasn't stones. It was all the.
Oh, it was pine
all the
cones.
pine
Not the pine
cones.
cones. Did
There's
it
a
fall
lot-
off the
yeah.
tree?
What did it like? Was it like one of them things that looked like it wasn't man-made, or was it?
Someone made it.
No,
Someone
made
had put it.
it.
Someone
Put
had
it
set it out.
They'd made a whole thing.
So just to give the context to this, when you knock at the cabin and all that kind of stuff, we stayed in this place in like it was outside, just in Shropshire area in England. And what it was a little chocolate box cabin,
Yeah.
like a Hansel and Gretel type cottage.
It was called the
It
Hansel
was,
and Gretel.
it was like a lockkeeper's cottage who used to look after the lock for the lake and all that kind of stuff. And we were
Nice.
sat there. And there's no electricity. You're off grid, so there's no electricity. So
See,
like,
that's
you're working
good.
on
Phone
you're working on
signal.
generator, no phone signal, nothing. So I'm sat out,
happy I
and you had
didn't
like a
Jesus.
deck, you had like a what do you call them, like a walkway down to the deck that was at the side of the lake.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
like a little rowing boat. So it was just like this sort of thing.
Typical,
Jetty.
mate.
So
You're in
I'm
a horror
sat there,
film.
so jetty, that's it. So I'm sat there on this. They have these chairs, so I pull this chair out. I'm sat on the lake, and I'm just
Rocking chair
looking,
that squeaks.
kind of, and I'm looking down the lake, and there's nothing, just peace. And it's a massive lake, and it's all woods all the way around. And you have to drive about 20 minutes into the woods from a lock gate
It's 1,000 acres.
to get in there. So there's only you in there, right?
This
feel
literally
like-
sounds
sat
like
there.
the start of a
Feel
horror
like
film.
That's
Winnie
what
the
I'm
Pooh.
saying.
Listen to this though. So I'm sat there.
drive into a
I'm
horror
just
film.
staring over, and Gaynor's in the house. Like I'm just staring over.
So you're on your own as well.
And I'm looking, I see some movement in the. I'm talking about a good 600 metres away across the lake. I saw movement in the bushes.
No.
And I'm like,
I'm out.
what's going on over there? And I swear to God, a guy walks out of the woods, right? And he's in our enclosed area. Walks out the woods in a red boiler suit, right? Just stares at me like that, looks round like that, looks right at me, and then walks back into the woods. And I'm sat there going, no. I'm like, is someone setting me up here? I'm like, someone's proper setting me up. Someone said, Gay, come here a minute. Look over there. And the guy didn't he walk straight out the woods, stared at her, again, straight back in again. And I was like,
That's me gone.
Then we sat there that night. There's no TV. There's nothing. You're not watching.
What did you
anything.
do?
I had my iPad. So I'm sat there at night, and all of a sudden you can't see nothing. You look out the window, you
Yeah,
can't
it's
see
pitch
nothing.
black.
It's pitch proper black. It's proper dark. So we heard noise outside, didn't we? So she goes, "You go and get me some logs out of the car," and I'm like, so I got this massive like poker. And I was like, right, I'm out. So I walked out and I was like, and I thought, and I can't see anything. And I'm thinking if he's coming to attack me.
Did you bring a torch?
Yeah, I had a flashlight,
Yeah.
yeah. So I was like, stood there, and I'm like, got this flashlight in my hand, I've got this massive poker in my hand, and I'm trying to get the car key out of my pocket without dropping one or the other. And I'm proper wits about me, I'm thinking, this guy pops out, he's getting it.
Yeah.
Just going to scrap till death. You know what I mean? Anyway, we never seen him again, did we?
I think the only people that were allowed in there were fishermen. So I think he might have been a fisherman, and he probably thought, "I'm trying to fish here. What's that noise over there?"
Yeah. And I had my drone on the lake and everything, so I'm flying my drone over the
Oh,
lake.
you should have put your drone over there.
I didn't have it at the time when he was there. I sat down with a beer, went, shh, and all of a sudden I just went, what is that? I'm like, don't stare. I'm like, that. Calling me out. Anyway, it was like this.
Oh, mate.
Great. Just like this.
Oh, no.
Exactly like this. It looks just like that place, doesn't it?
That was your face, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to disappear.
That's just
behind
like
the
his
tree.
eye as well.
M. Night Shyamalan, like.
My name's Leonard.
It's just Declan.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Will.
Why are you here?
I suppose I'm here to make friends with you. And your dad's too. But my heart is broken
Why is it broken?
because of what I have to do today.
There is a woman carrying something that looks like a pick with a chain and a mallet head.
You see, the four of us have a very important job to do. In fact, it might be the most important job in the history of the world.
To leave the kid. Boner.
Just straight into the action like that. Oh, it's Batista.
We were called and are united by a common vision,
Dave.
which has now become a command that we cannot ignore. The four of us are here to prevent the apocalypse. Your family has been chosen to make a horrible decision. If you fail to choose, the world will end.
That is just like that cabin. It makes me want to go now.
Yeah.
To that cabin.
Yeah.
Does it?
Absolutely, I love stuff like that.
Yeah, it is what I
I'm
remember.
like,
this-
what did
I
you
ain't getting scared or anything like that.
give-
Nah, it's proper like when I saw that guy.
They
I'm
give
like,
you a
yeah.
rowing boat to go out on the lake, and they give you 2 bikes, and you can just go out on the bike. We went out on the bikes, didn't
Yeah.
we? But then we got to this area, and I didn't have my glasses on, and there was this thing on the tree, and I went,
Both walking over to it like that, looking.
we went over, like, looking at it, and it was like, "Do not enter, live firing."
Live firing.
So they had a gun range there.
Gun range.
really?
We're walking up, man. What does
We're
that
there
say?
with our bikes.
Next minute.
Imagine.
It's funny, but it was proper like that, wasn't it?
was,
Just
it was just
exactly
like
the same as that.
Yeah.
That's
So
it.
what did you think?
I'd watch that. I'd watch that. But it's a little bit far fetched for me.
I can't
The
stand
whole
anything
apocalypse
like the
and all that kind of
apocalypse
stuff.
and all that
Yeah.
It's a little bit
Yeah.
out there for me,
So-
but I do like M. Night Shyamalan, whatever his name is, Shyamalan.
Yeah.
I do like him.
Shyamalan.
Yeah. So it's kind of like I would watch it because I like the creativity of what M. Night Shyamalan brings to the table.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very creative director.
Yeah.
Or producer, whatever he written by or whatever it is. So that's what made me would watch it.
Yeah.
Whether I'd enjoy it or not, I'd probably go, ah.
Yeah.
Or whether I'd
Not
really
very
get into it.
believable or-
I think I'd probably get into it and like enjoy that.
Yeah.
That's what I
I
think.
think just from that, I wouldn't watch it. Because if it was about some scary guy coming out of the woods and he was after them, yeah. Once it said the apocalypse and we've been sent, I was
And
like,
once you saw people like Ed Sheeran there that don't look scary at all, it
Yeah,
kind
you
of
like
brings
give
the
him a
mood
slap
down
straight
bit.
away,
Yeah,
That was,
yeah.
that was the Weasel guy from Harry Potter.
Was
Ron
it?
Weasley, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
No,
it.
I've never seen
Yeah.
Harry Potter,
Neither.
so I don't know.
I'm never going to either.
So what's your thought on it, Aid?
I'm not really too big of a fan of movies, but I don't like stuff that are just too fake.
Too far-fetched.
Yeah,
Do you think that's a bit too far-fetched?
To be fair, I reckon it will be if I watch the movie. I can't really see much about it from the trailer, but I reckon it will be 100%.
And it's supposed to be
Yeah.
scary, and that didn't scare me. It made
Was
me
it meant to
laugh.
be scary? Was it just a thriller? Or is
Well,
it?
I think thrillers are scarier than horrors. Horrors
It's just gore,
is,
a bit of...
is
you know,
normally like
Gruesome.
zombies and gruesome, and that just makes me laugh because it's a nervous thing. thrillers when it's on the edge of the seat, then
Yeah.
See,
I
when
like
it's
that.
starting
When
off-
you're watching the film, are you actually ever on the edge of your seat? No, you're not.
Well, I was just then like that.
when a film starts off like that, and it's like a little family going into a cabin, in a remote cabin, and then you see someone walking in the woods, you kind of think, whoa, this is like,
But then as soon
this
as
is tasty
but then
now.
you see him already in the trailer
Yeah.
talking, it kind of ruins the
Yeah.
vibe a bit more from when you were going to watch, because you know that it's
And they've
not.
explained what they're doing as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
So
I
it's
think I think I'd watch that because I think there's more to it.
Yeah.
So I'd definitely I won't go to the movies to watch it. I'd wait till it comes out and watch it on TV.
Well, you're just in time, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's out
I know,
today.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was a decent.
It could be
Trailer.
alright. It could
I
be
like
alright.
happy movies, happy or sad.
I like I like action, and so I'm into like the Jason Bourne type
I like
style
action
movies.
I
films.
like those
Yeah.
as well.
James Bond. I love James Bond.
I do like
know.
a bit of James Bond.
If it's action, it's got to have a little bit of a love scene in as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
It's got to be a little bit romantic.
Yeah.
I don't think there's
Got
going to be
room
much
for the main
romance in that.
characters.
No, I
You know what I
know.
mean?
No, I don't think so, no.
highly
No,
doubt it.
unfortunately.
Anyway, let's have a look. Let us know in the comments what you think of the
Or
the
if you've
film.
been to see
If you've
it.
been to see it already,
And
yeah.
it's worth seeing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
They must be cutting their schedule tight if they've already seen it.
it's only out in the UK today.
Yeah.
Or is it already out in America and stuff?
It
Possibly.
might have been.
Could be out somewhere else in the world. It's probably already on DVD in China. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Cheers.